Okay, Dave Clark, let's talk a little bit about upcoming.
Do you mind if I have any chance at all to speak to the RAB community?
I'm sorry, I didn't see Dale.
You've done this several times. You seem to be much more interested in having a community meeting than having a RAB meeting. I had a question about Site 27 because you had said at the no, not the last meeting, but 2 meetings ago, that there would be bathymetric surveys done to track the sediment loading over the area that was dredged. So does that mean that you are going to do ongoing bathymetric surveys at a different?
Correct, yes. Part of the long-term monitoring requires that.
Do you have a sense of how big this distance is between, the time is between the sampling, a year, 2 years, 5
The
years?
survey, the design right now is 1 year after completion of the work and then
5 years thereafter.
5 years thereafter.
And then for a couple of 5-year iterations? Or
Correct.
just one? Okay. The other thing, Ryan, I'm sorry, you're the only regulator here, so you must catch it. It really was something that should have been for Miriam. I got a notification through my feeds that I get online. I have been checking for a number of years with the military to find out what kind of chemicals were used at the fire training facility, and I got good echoes from both bases. We don't know, and it went on, we don't know. And I got a feed from a University of California professor who has been studying harbor seals in the bay, and I have noticed this myself. They seem sluggish and kind of dopey or lazy, and the researcher said it was per fluoro octane sulfonic acid, PFOS acid. That was used in the firefighting materials, and when I brought it up at the last meeting that I went to at Alameda with the water board didn't know anything about it, but the military, the Navy, ran up and said, oh, that's nothing at all. It degrades within hours, days, it's just gone. And so I looked it up on the EPA website, and it's extremely persistent. It enters the bay waters. The fish, of course, breathe it, and then the harbor seals are eating it, and they're sluggish, they're not thriving, so they don't reproduce in the bay. If I go up to Stinson, where I do some research, those guys are, and you have to be careful. I mean, they're nippy, they're fast, they flit around. You come out here and they're kind of like, laying back with their Mai Tais. It doesn't affect people, but it does seem to affect animals, mammals. My question for the regulators is, this goes back years ago when we were doing the full suite of chemical investigations to determine what should be looked at here on this base. The Navy was telling me, we don't know. And it turns out, from my conversation last month, they knew all along. Was this chemical addressed, and is Site 6 impacted by this? And has it been evaluated recently, now that the university is saying there may be a problem with this chemical it's from the foam, it's from your firefighting foam that was started in use by the Navy, according to the researcher, in the 70s and discontinued in 1992 when the firefighting program ended. at Treasure Island prior to base closure?
Okay, thank you, Dale. Offhand, I don't know whether or not the analysis for that particular chemical was conducted at Site 6, but I will definitely look back and also correspond with the folks at the water board as well with the same
And this would
concern.
be Miriam, I would
Yes,
assume,
yes,
because it was just amazing.
right. Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate the inquiry. Thank you.
What's your
Yes.
name? Sorry, I know
So
you're
I'm not Medisunga. My name is Ryan Mia, and I'm sitting in this evening for her. She had a previous engagement this evening, so
Thank you.
thank you.
You're Hunter's Point still, though.
Yes, I'm currently with Hunter's